Alien's an action, horror, sci-fi, military jerk-off classic that everyone knows and everyone loves, so therefore it must be perfect, right? Except it isn't. It's very, very much not perfect. But hey, I mean, not everything can be Shawshank, and despite my problems with the film, there aren't too many movies that mixed all those genres I mentioned that do it better and more effectively than Aliens. It also proved that women could be awesome ass-kicking action movie heroes too, but unfortunately that was only ever followed up again by James Cameron, so that legacy didn't really last too long. I'm going to talk about the director's cut of Aliens because it's the one most readily available on Blu-ray and DVD, and also because it's better, even though it's quite longer, and that's sort of my biggest gripe with the flick. So it picks up immediately after the events of Alien, except the immediately is only for Ripley when she's woken up from hypersleep. In reality, 57 years have passed, and her kid is dead, an important revelation only seen in the director's cut.
Amanda Ripley McLaren, married name, I guess. Age 66. And that was at the time of her death, which was 2 years ago. I'm real sorry.
She works on the oil rigs of space until she's tasked to join a military mission to LV-426, which has apparently been attacked by the aliens that no one believes she actually saw.
You're going out there to destroy them, right? Not to study, not to bring back, but to wipe them out.
That's the plan. You have my word on it.
So far, all of this slow build-up is kind of creepy and effective, but it's really bloody slow at times, and I don't know if it's justified. But it's when she joins up with the military that, for me, the movie goes south. But simply put, James Cameron sucks at dialogue. He did in the Terminator films.
Can't let you take the man's wheels, son. Now get off before I put you down.
He did in Titanic.
I'm flying!
He did in Avatar.
And that this is our land!
And he does in Aliens too. I'm sorry guys, it's true. Especially when he's trying to sound like a military grunt.
She's supposed to be some kind of consultant. Apparently, she saw an alien once.
Whoopie fucking do. Hey, I'm impressed.
Hey, Vasquez.
Have you ever been mistaken for a man?
No. Have you?
Oh, Vasquez. He just too bad.
Literally every military character in all of his movies, and there's been plenty, sound like a fucking video game character rather than a real person. And when you add in horrible comic relief, even from a guy like Bill Paxton, well, I just can't wait for the aliens to rip these dumb shits to shreds.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're some real pretty shit now, man.
You finished?
Anyways, they land on the planet and the investigation scenes are extremely suspenseful. Then the aliens appear and oh my dancing Moses, the movie doesn't let up for the next hour and a half. People often use the phrase non-stop action, but that's actually really true here, because even the quiet dialogue moments are filled with so much tension and intensity that they almost feel like action scenes themselves.
Listen to what you're saying. It's paranoid delusion. It's really sad. It's pathetic.
You know, Burke, I don't know which species is worse. You don't see them fucking each other over for a goddamn percentage.
All right, we waste him. No offense.
No!
The aliens are wonders of puppetry, makeup, and animation. They look fucking terrifying, still to this day, and comparing the realistic, gooey, slobbery work in this film from 30 years ago to the CGI plastic cartoony crap of the day is just really depressing. Aliens kind of began the trend of making everything bigger for the sequel, where in the original we were scared of just one alien stalking around, and now there's friggin' hundreds of these bastards swarming our heroes. The terror is intense, the action is amazing, the effects stunning, the music by James Horner propulsive and driving, and the horror elements extremely effective, like the freakiest shit scene where Ripley and her newfound adopted daughter Newt are trapped in a room with one little facehugger. Perhaps the funniest thing about this last half is how many goddamn climaxes Cameron rings out. Every time you think it's over, he brings up another problem the characters have to solve. And then when you think it's really all over and Ripley has burned the Queen's eggs and blown that bitch sky high, and they fly off into the sunset, well, guess what? Cameron's still got a robo-alien fight in store for you that even makes a cheesy one-liner friggin' awesome.
Get away from her, you bitch!
This last half is just so darn great that I always forget how mediocre the first half kinda is. Like, yeah, the character building and world setting does a good job of establishing stuff for later, like how Ripley knows damn well how to use the robo-suit, but it's also just too slow-paced, and all of the army dialogue is embarrassingly simplistic.
How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
You secure that shit, Hudson.
So I've always been torn about this flick. Aspects of it are among the finest filmmaking Hollywood has ever given us, and other aspects really aren't any smarter or more mature than Michael Bay. Overall, I give it 4 fries out of 5. With some dialogue polish and a tighter opening, it could have hit 5 fries easy, but it's still pretty darn great.
Game over, man. It's game over.